So what might you tell your younger self about the experience of the priesthood that you've had so far?
What might I tell myself about the priesthood? I will tell you that I love being a priest. There is nothing better than being a priest. When I first thought about being a priest, it was not something that I thought was going to be fun, but a challenge. But I have found that just being a priest really is a great joy every day.
So when I was growing up, I guess I thought priests, I didn't really know much about priests. I just know they said mass at church on Sunday, and I'm sure they did a few other things, but I really know much about what a priest does. But now that I'm a priest, I realize that every day is different. There's no day that's the same. Everything's different. It's really a privilege and a joy to journey with people on their way towards heaven. And you get to be there those joyful times, also the really sad, tragic times. And it's a real privilege to walk with people, to be part of their journey.
My younger self, I would tell him not to be so worried or fearful. God's helping you through prayer, through the people around you He puts in the parish, through other people there, other priests. It's much more of a communal thing.
Young Ajani, looking at the priesthood, what I would say to him, everything is going to be okay. Stop worrying. You have all of these ideas of what priesthood is going to look like, what it's going to be, how you're going to feel. All of that's going to go out the window, and you're going to be surprised every single day. And that's all right. That's the beauty of it. That's the wonder of the mystery. So, enjoy the ride.
What I would tell my younger self about the experience of the priesthood so far is to not be afraid. The priesthood kind of scared me in my pre-discernment process when I was discerning the idea of even taking the step towards seminary. And being a priest is wonderful. It is nothing to be afraid of. The Lord has really just given me just little touches to let me know that He is there and He is guiding the whole thing, and that it really is about Him and not about me, and to go ahead and embrace it.
I would tell my younger self that realizing that priesthood is not primarily about what I do, but about who I am. It took me a while to learn that, but it made a tremendous difference in my life as a priest, and I wish I would have come to appreciate it earlier. By that I mean that so often we think of priests, well, what do you do as a priest? But priesthood is about a relationship with Christ, a unique relationship with Christ. And out of that flows what we do. But the difference that it means that it doesn't matter what I do, I am still a priest, and I'm always a priest, and I can always experience that relationship with Christ in a way that is unique as the priest being united and in relationship with Christ as the shepherd. But that relationship being fundamental and recognizing that really has made my priesthood, as I've gotten older, that much more fruitful, I think, and that much more personally fulfilling. I think early on when it was all about what am I going to do and what am I doing and so forth, and it really struck me that this is not primarily about what I do, but who I am, and what I do flows out of that. And so, I wish I would have learned that a little bit younger. I think it would have inspired my priesthood even more younger, but I guess a little bit of that comes with age.
There's absolutely nothing that can fully prepare you for it. That there's this incredible mystery that St. Paul talks about at the beginning and at the end of all of his letters to the early church about being a minister of God, an ambassador of the mysteries of Christ. And that's what I believe is that every single priest is a steward. They're an ambassador, they're a guardian, they're a minister of God's mysteries, and how insanely beautiful and how incredible it is to really be in that space, and that God trusts us so much. Jesus Christ is not literally walking the face of the earth like He was 2,000 years ago. He chooses disciples, both lay people, but priests in a special way. He chooses priests to be the ministers of His mysteries, and so that way He can have this guaranteed encounter with His people and draw them both into a relationship with Him in this life and in the next life.